Hi everybody in my TSTO Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so we're finally on to Year 7, Chapter 48, Archival Evidence. Just when you thought things couldn't get worse, your dad has now met your friends and charmed some of them. What are you going to do? Perhaps Olivia has some advice. Yes, so he's kind of wormed his way into their good graces. It's kind of very disappointing, but let's see what happens. Okay. Hogsmeade. Talk to Dad. Let's see where he is. Oh, here he is. Your friends are quite lovely, Grogu, and the 3 broomsticks was as delightful as ever. I'm glad you had such a supportive circle to help you through your time at Hogwarts. What was it you wanted to speak about? I promised your friend Penny I would explain a potion technique to her. I wanted to know why you intruded on what was supposed to be a private meeting with my friends. You show up after being gone for years, then you show up at Hogwarts, and now you're meeting my friends? I think that's a perfectly normal dad thing to do. I have to make sure no one is taking advantage of you. I'm just trying to look out for you, Grogu. But these are my friends. Why is this bothering you so much? What's wrong with meeting your friends? It bothers me because I don't trust you. You've been lying to me for years, and you're pressuring me to join R. I know you're my dad, but that doesn't mean I automatically trust you. I know I need to prove you can trust me, and this certainly didn't help me. I understand, Grogu. Perhaps I shouldn't have met your friends, but I meant no harm. I'm trying to catch up on lost time, and it seems like I've gone about it all wrong. I don't regret getting to see you more, though. I'll never regret that. I'm glad you understand. Trust me, I remember what it was like to be a teenager, the angst, the drama. Fortunately, I always knew that at the end of the day, I'd have my family by my side. Just like I want you to be by my side in R. We could do great things together, Grogu. You keep saying that, but you haven't given me a reason. You say the ministry is corrupted, but where's your proof? You've never said anything specific. You don't know much about the war, do you? You were quite young. Then tell me, I want to know why you're so against the Ministry of Magic. Yeah, don't mind me. I kind of get a little into it and then... Okay, and there. I didn't know you were in the Wizarding War. Talking about my friends that were used as cannon fodder for the Ministry isn't the best dinner conversation. I'm sorry that you lost your friends, Dad. That's not all, Grogu. Death Eaters still lurk in the Ministry. Walden McNair, Lucius Malfoy, Igor Karkaroff, all men who were deemed innocent. Karkaroff is the head minister of Durmstrang. They're letting him teach a new generation of wizardkind. McNair and Malfoy claim they were under the Imperius curse. McNair's an executioner for the Ministry now. Malfoy has so many Ministry officials in his pockets, he may as well be one of them. I met Mr. Malfoy once. He wasn't particularly pleasant. He made me watch his son Draco. Augustus Rookwood was a spy for the Dark Lord during the Wizarding War. He worked as an unspeakable. The work of an unspeakable is secretive. They're not allowed to say what they do. Naturally, this meant Rookwood was able to set up a successful spy network in the Ministry. Was he found innocent? Is he still an unspeakable? He was outed by Karkaroff and sent to Azkaban. He'd still be there if Karkaroff hadn't said anything. But who knows how many were caught and are still there. And how many are influencing the Ministry and poisoning it from the inside? How many sit behind the scenes and rewrite history? How many silence the truth? Dad, the audacity and ignorance. They haven't changed. They destroyed my medical legacy and... Hey, is that Professor Dumbledore fighting a giant 3-headed dog? What? Grogu, I was just trying to distract you. You were really caught up. Oh, right. Apologies for the tangent, Grogu. The Wizarding War brings up bad memories. Compared to the Ministry's disregard for justice, my plan to cut out their rotten care is hardly worth mentioning. But using mind control to force Ministry officials to step down, is that really the answer, Dad? It's unconventional, I'll grant you that, but we've already gathered everything to put our plan into action. You have? How? We've had half of the scroll for some time, and thanks to Miss Snide, we were able to decipher the other half of the scroll. The only thing that's left is powerful Legolemons. Huh? We need a Legolemons. They'll be the one to enter the mind and plant the suggestion to leave the Ministry. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. That's you, Grogu. You're the final piece of the puzzle. I'm what? You're the one we're waiting on. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I have some business matters to attend to. And remember, I need your answer about joining me by the time you graduate. Okay. I'm the final ingredient for ours plan. I've got to talk to Olivia. Perhaps she can make sense of this. Oh, that was pretty, I don't know what you call it. Pretty crazy. Okay, let's talk to Olivia. Wow. Let's see what she has to say. There she is. Oh my, you look like you've seen a ghost. Oh, perhaps like someone told you that some brains have tentacles and will try to suffocate you. I'm sorry, what was that about brains and tentacles? I really can't speak about it, Grogu, but now that you don't look like someone stole your favorite quill and defeathered it, what's going on? What can I do for you? I have nowhere else to go, Olivia. My friends won't be able to give me an objective opinion. I'm glad you feel like you could come to me, Grogu. I'll help you in any way I can. Now, what's got you looking like you spent a lifetime eating glumble-bumble treacle? It's about Jacob and my dad. Lately, it seems like they might be on the same side. At least Jacob started to sound more like Dad. He's pushing me to make the right decision. And I just found my dad talking to my friends. That scoundrel, he can't just do that. Your friends are your friends, not his. Do you know what's worse? Some of my friends really seem to like him. Everything feels so complicated, Olivia. Unfortunately, life often is. There's a lot to unpack here, so why don't you start with why you came to see me? I met with my dad before I came here. He finally gave me evidence of corruption in the Ministry. I want your opinion on my dad's accusations. You worked in the Ministry. You have the answers I need. Sorry if I sound hoarse. I've got allergies. I'm trying to put out as many videos as I can. Trying to at least have one video a day. It's true then. Former Death Eaters still work for the Ministry of Magic? I've never personally run into one, but I know that they're there. So Dad was right. The Ministry doesn't always make the best decisions, to put it lightly. People make mistakes, and sometimes they make them knowing that it's a mistake. But that doesn't mean you should tinker with someone's mind and force them to do something. My dad wants to enhance a Legolemon's power so he can plant suggestions in Ministry officials' minds. I mean, blimey, take control of someone's mind? That's basically possessing them. That reminds me. My dad was really upset about the Ministry, and he started to refer to Dai Ryosky's scroll as his. Slip of the tongue, especially if he wants it so bad. Perhaps, but he said R deciphered my half of the scroll. Not R's half, but specifically his. And he said the Ministry deployed my medical legacy, not Ryosky's. My dad didn't work as a healer. That is a bit strange. What do I do, Olivia? Well, you're in a tough situation. You're between a mountain troll and a forest troll. Both trolls, both tough. So what are you most afraid of? Having to choose between your family and what? Between my family and my friends. My friends have been there for me during so many tough times, but could I choose them over my family? Over Jacob? If they were in a similar situation, would they choose me? Whatever happens, Grogu, you won't go through it alone. I won't let you. I'm going to be here for you. Because I'm Jacob's younger brother? No, because you're an exceptionally bright young wizard. You help me regain my memories, and you're perhaps one of my favorite students. Thank you, Olivia. It means a lot that you would help me. No problem, Grogu. I like to think that we could be friends once you graduate. Once I graduate? Oh no, the Glumble Bumble Treacle face is back. What is it now? I just can't shake the feeling that there's something my dad's not telling me. Something about Ryosuke. Good thing you know someone at the ministry that's older than soda water. I think we should pay a visit to Elton. He did know about the crown of Minimi, its connection to Ryosuke. All right, we should go see Mr. Elderberry. He may have some important information about Ryosuke. Okay. Do. Where are ya? There you are. Mad Eye, I wasn't expecting to run into you. You should always expect the unexpected, Grogu. How else will you live up to expectations? Miss Green is correct. You two know each other? I know I said I don't get out much, but I'm not that much of a hermit, though I don't know Mr. Moody's associate. Ah, allow me. This is my associate, Callum McClintock. It's nice to meet you both. Hello, Mr. McClintock. I'm Grogu Baby, and this is my professor, Olivia Green. Please, just Callum is fine. How about Cal? Absolutely not. Mad Eye's told me about you, Grogu. It seems you had quite the experience with the curse breaking. You could say that. Are you new at the ministry? What department do you work for? All right, that's enough of that. Leave the lad alone. Go about your business, Callum. Now then, it's been a while since we last saw each other, Grogu. It has, and there's quite a bit I have to tell you about. That's so. If you look any closer, your magic eye will pop right out of your head, Its socket, Mr. Moody. Olivia's trustworthy. She's been helping me. I'll trust your judgment. I could use a perspective on what's going on, especially since you're an Auror. And he does look like that eye's going to pop out. It's kind of interesting in the movies where you find out in the end it's not really him. It's someone pretending to be him. I had heard about Miss Green's stolen memories from Professor Dumbledore, but everything else, you've gotten into dangerous territory, Grogu. I'll have to inform the other Aurors about this. It's our plan is to use mind control to get rid of the corrupt ministry officials, then we can't waste any time. But what about my dad? Your father being the leader of ours certainly explains why you want to lead them. Father or not, Grogu, the leader of ours must be dealt with. He's a danger of wizarding kind. Now, what do you mean by R almost has all the ingredients for Ryosuke's device? My dad said the last thing they need was a powerful Legoland. They want me. I imagine the mind control device needs a powerful Legoland to leave suggestions in others' minds. You should have told me everything sooner, Grogu. I'm sorry, Mad Eye. Perhaps I should have. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's happening, but I'm glad you told me now. Be careful, Grogu. Your father may be the leader, but R is still full of dark witches and wizards. I know, Mad Eye. That's why I'm trying to learn as much as I can about Ryosuke and his device. Is that why you're at the ministry? Indeed, we're here to see my mentor, Elton Elderberry. That doddering old archivist. Olivia thinks he'll have information about Ryeski. He will. Elton's never let me down before. You're lucky that I have to head out on an urgent case. We'll be discussing this more later. You best not step a single toe out of line, Grogu. All right, Mad Eye. But if you'll excuse we have to go see Mr. Elderberry before he's done with his afternoon tea. Ugh. It's never fun talking to Mad Eye. Okay, here we go. Why, hello. Elton. Hello, Mr. Elderberry. Herbert Chooseworthy III and I were talking about Degas. He seems to think that in a cafe is more interesting than the Blue Dancers, but I do not agree. This is no way to end a spirited discussion, Herbert, but as we have guests, I will allow it. I am quite delighted that you and the young Mr. Baby have returned so soon, Olivia. Will you join me for some tea today? We're having a lovely lapsang souchong. I'd love to join you for tea, Mr. Elderberry. Thank you for inviting me. And I, as always, we will also be joining. Oh, God. As long as he's not drugging it. The tea at Hogwarts is just dreadful, Elton. I really should have given you one of your blends. Of course, Olivia. I have peppermint licorice root, blackberry lemongrass, smoked mango oolong, chai. I'll look through your collection later, Elton. Grogu and I are actually here on business. That's right. Well, fiddlesticks, and here I thought we could discuss the intricacies of badminton. Herbert refuses to discuss with me, considering he has no thumbs. What was it you wished to speak to me about? I'd like to learn more about Ryeski, Mr. Elderberry. I know you're an archivist, so I thought you may have something I could research. Why do you want to learn about Ryeski, Mr. Baby? You can tell Elton. He won't tell anyone else, and he's older than most types of dirt. If anyone knows about Ryeski, it'll be the oldest archivist at the ministry. All right, perhaps you can point me in the right direction, Mr. Elderberry. I may have the answers you seek, but you'll have to tell me what's going on first. Whew, these are long. Well, this is our journey to Beyond, so I'm doing all these. I can't wait to get to Beyond. I've heard so much about it. Now that they're actually in the Harry Potter realm, and we're grown up, it's going to be even more interesting. And Volume 2 has been released now, so. So it seems that someone has found the crown of Minim and recreated Ryeski's potion. The only thing R needs is a powerful Legolas. What do you say? What do you say, Elton? Can Grogu and I pay a visit to your archives? Oh. All right. Follow me quickly. We must get to the archives. If someone has both the crown and the dark scroll, then there's no time to waste. Okay, this has to be the last part. Has to be. There's no doubt about it. Did I do part 5? Okay. Okay, so we're going to visit the archives, and then this gets more interesting every time. I'm so glad they do it this way. This is the archives? Isn't it magnificent? Hundreds, if not thousands of years of wizarding history here. Are you in charge of all this, Mr. Elderberry? It's a team effort, Mr. Baby. Herbert and I are very meticulous about the organizations down here. However, I haven't spent quite a bit of time keeping the archives tidy and cataloging new information. Come on. It is perhaps my life's greatest work, simply beautiful, don't you think? It's magnificent, Mr. Elderberry. Is there really hundreds of years of wizarding history, like Olivia said? Many things in here are older than your school, far older. Anything you could ever need to know is going to be in here. You'll just need the patience to look through it. But there's so much. Where do I even start? Don't fret. Herbert will help you. He knows the files quite well. Sure. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to finish my afternoon tea. Well then, nothing to do but start. Let's see what we can find out about Diarosky. Okay. This is certainly a long one. Sorry about how long it is, but there's no way to really speed it up. And I've been told I talk too fast, so I've been trying my very best to pronounce things better. Except for Legoland, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure you guys will get a kick out of some of my pronunciations. Oh. Why the pacing dog? No, stop it. My goodness. I'll be here all day trying to do this. The dog walks about as fast as Eldenberry. Okay. Let's get through this. There. I don't want the video to be an hour. Come on. Almost there. There. Olivia, look, these documents are written by Ryeski. Do share. I love hearing about the mad scribblings of a dark wizard. It's always quite the insight into their thought process. It says that Ryeski was going to use the thought projection properties of the crown to help the medical community? Pardon? That's what it says, Olivia. He was trying to build a device to help patients with traumatic memories. Hold on. Here's the last page. No one can have this knowledge. In the wrong hands, this information could be dangerous. I can't bear to destroy my life's work, but I know that I must. The scroll has already been hidden. My greatest creation to help the wizardry community has become the very thing that could destroy it. It sounds like he was trying to fix his mistake. Ryeski was trying to help? He wasn't a dark wizard? But then why is he known as a dark wizard? Why was he killed? Everything I knew about Ryeski was wrong. I wonder if my dad knew about this. The creation could be devastating and Dad may not even know. I need to warn him. Okay. I guess that is it for this chapter. Okay, so that's the end of Year 7, Chapter 48. We're getting so close to Beyond. I can't wait. I've got my newts coming up soon. I think that's what they're called. Owls or newts or something. So, that's the end of this video here. So thank you so much for watching the video. I know it was a long one. I'm very sorry, but there is no way to really make it go any faster. And for you to understand what I'm saying, I have to kind of slow down. So thank you so much for watching the videos. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery content. And as usual, happy tapping, because this is the way.